So we got project number 3 coming at you. So what we want to do, like we said, we want to get on the road. No, we're not trying to run away from our families. Okay, not completely. But what we're trying to do is highlight the beautiful black women across the country who are doing their thing. This documentary is called Queens of the Nation because we want to help change the negative narrative of the black woman. Like, we're always seen as angry, aggressive, like, I don't know, lazy. Like, no, 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 no. As you can see, we're on project number 3, right? So we far from lazy. Okay, so what this film will do is highlight black women entrepreneurs, and this hidden figures that aren't seen or aren't known about. Like, even like my grandmother, people don't know, help start children's services. So I'll highlight people like her and other members who have businesses and who are doing things across the country. So again, what we're gonna need for this is a road trek. We have a lot of the equipment, so the budget there is kind of. We still need to get some grips and some people on the road. We want things to look legit, y'all. We want things to look professional, which is still why we need you to help us out with the initial $30,000. To help support our black queens and highlight who they are and what they're doing, and help take this negative narrative off of us black women.
And we, while we're on the road, we'll be doing things like we will be hosting workshops and summits and helping in the communities, trying to find out what is needed also in the communities. And we're going to be encouraging women along the way. Miss Yolanda, who is our head right now, the queen of the queens, teaching us all how to keep our crowns on straight, will be on the road with us. So we're excited to go across the nation and meet, like Tina said, black queens.
And hear the stories and the histories behind them. Every woman has their own story, their own struggle. So maybe hearing the narrative of why you might see us, your perspective of anger, of where that might come from, like the background story behind that, and where they are now.
Or is it just cultural? Because a lot of times what people see is we as a culture do not perceive ourselves as being angry. It's just who it is. You know what I'm saying?
One culture might say you're angry, but we're just, hey, happy, loud.
I'll tell you one thing. Everybody knew the Carmela look yesterday, didn't they?
She was black enough last night.
Okay. Everybody knew whatever color they were, knew that she gave that mama look. Okay. She gave that. Not today. Okay, so a lot of times we also know that the narrative that men have spun on women, period, has been very negative, and the black woman especially. So we're there to go out and show, not only keep our crowns adjusted, but to show our crowns, and also to walk in total royalty.
Because that's what we do. So if you are interested in joining this royal parade, baby, we can use your help. And again, a road trek ain't gonna be cheap, so we need that.
Or if you know someone who has a road trek and would love to donate.
We take donations.
We also take donations. See, sometimes a lot of times what you can donate doesn't always mean something monetary. If you have a place that the queens can stay as they travel across, that we're going to need lodging, we're going to need food. Like I said, you might have a road trek that you say, hey, listen, I have this wonderful camper ride along.
Yes, that
will
big
take
cost out of the budget.
You can donate that, and then you can also write that off at the end of the year as your donation. And then we're also going to need people to help us with gas, with, so many things as we go across the country. Meeting.
And then we also want to be able to donate some things
Amen.
to people as well. We want to also be able to uplift these women, give them gift cards and stuff like that, because we know what they're doing. If they're not being highlighted, if they are running things like nonprofits, there is no real reward that's coming back to them. So we want to be able to reward them for what they're doing as well. So any extra funds that we do get that doesn't have to go into production can be given back as rewards or sponsorships.
Like I said, we can get, if you want to donate gift cards, if you're in that community and you say, okay, if you're going to highlight Betty's Barbershop Beauty Salon, then this is what we can give Betty from the community.
Or you know
itself.
somebody we can highlight. Please reach out. If you know a female, a black queen that could be highlighted in this documentary, who started something, started an organization, wrote a piece of legislation. Like I said, those hidden figures out there that don't get mentioned. And we know as black women we're not getting mentioned, or we're getting mentioned very last.
Exactly.
And are getting forgot about very quickly. So let's remind the nation that we are still here with our crowns adjusted. So join us on that venture. I know you can't wait to see it. We are going to be all a part of it. So you know that's going to be a hoot and holla.
Oh, it's going to be a laughing good time because we're here to spread the joy across the nation. Hope and joy. Hope and joy in a time of... That's right, hope and joy in this time, okay?
In
this time, okay? So we're looking for people to help us along and be part of one of these many projects that we're doing. Everyone can give something, and everyone can do something. And we also, as part of our tour, we want to know what your community needs. So if we're coming to your town, then we want to know what you need. You know, what do you need that we can give you to help you thrive? You see, because building Black Wall Street is hubs across the whole United States. And if we as queens can help you do that,
That's what it's all about.
Country was in divide. He would lead us all in 65. The March on Montgomery Community Plight.
And united passion for justice, the voters' rights.
It was the NAACP and E.D. Nixon.
The king would collapse to lift affliction. Made proposition for women to lead.
Daisy Bates, Ella Baker will later proceed.